Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about products that are really good for oily skin. I personally myself have extremely oily skin, not just in my T-zone, not combination, but all day, everywhere. So first off, my favorite product is this by Beauty Blender. It is the Blotterazzi. It is so cool. At first I didn't like it actually, but then it really grew on me. It's shaped like the Beauty Blender, but it's like really flat. There's two of them in here. So what you do basically, like in the middle of the day when you get oily, you just like blot it. It's almost like those like blotting papers, and except for like you can reuse these. So if it gets dirty, which it will obviously if you're soaking up oil, like you can just wash it with like Dawn or the blender cleanser, and just keep reusing it. So it's like really cost effective, but it really does work. It doesn't like suck up your makeup, it just sucks up the oil, if that makes sense. So I really like it. I always have this in my purse. I always use it. If you've ever seen me during the day or in the middle of the day, you'll probably see me whip this bad boy out at least once. It does a fantastic job. Another good product is by Clinical Care. It's called Conquer Zit. It is oil controlling moisturizer. This is the first thing I use in my routine. So like I said, I just use it as a moisturizer, and I've had it for about a week now. I'm really impressed with it. It doesn't like totally stop all the oil from coming in, but it has made like a huge difference in how much oil I actually get. Two more of my favorite products are by Benefit. It is the Professional line, the Matte Rescue, and the License to Blot. The Professional is supposed to be mattifying and pore blurring. I use this after I moisturize and put my BB cream on. This is technically the closest to primer I'll use. I don't use any other sort of primer. For reasons I'll make a video about later. But I really like it. I feel like it's helped cut down the oil. It's just a good product to try. If you're not sure, just go get a sample and try it. It won't kill you. Now, the other product, License to Blot, is awesome. I freaking love this thing. So you can literally, it's like a stick, like triangle shaped stick, and it's almost like chapstick, but it's not cylindrical. So what I'll do is I will just, and you can put this on underneath or over makeup, but I will just like put it in my T's, like around my nose, in my T-zone, wherever I get oily, which I get oily everywhere, but I'm not going to rub this stick all over my face, although I could. But anyways, I will put it like around my nose, I'll put it between my eyebrows, up here on my forehead, and actually I will use this on my eyebrows since it has that kind of like waxy finish. I will literally use it in place of a brow setting wax, and I will rub this all over my brows before I put any brow product on, and it makes a huge difference. My brow, like my face is so oily that by the time the day is over, like my eyebrows have accumulated so much oil that it's just gross. So if I use this, it will really keep the oil from coming in. And anywhere else I apply it, I think it says, I read somewhere it lasts up to like 6 hours, but since you can put it on again, I mean you could take it with you and like touch up, but I say it's waxy, but it doesn't leave like a trail. It really does. You can't tell whenever you put it on. It says invisible finish. So another good product by Benefit is called Dr. Feelgood. It's kind of really similar to the License to Blot stick that I just showed, except for it comes in a tin, and it also comes with a sponge. So like the wax is in the tin, the sponge, you can use the sponge to apply the product. It smells like Vicks Vapor Rub. But this is something that I would recommend putting on like before you put any makeup on, because if you use the sponge and put on like after you've done all your makeup, I feel like you just wipe away all your hard work. At least that's what would happen for me. I have a hard time keeping makeup like on my face. I don't know if you can see, like my nose, it's starting to come off a little bit, but then again, I did my makeup several hours ago and I've been out in the hot all day and in the pool, so it's okay. But I really like this product, and again, if you're not sure about anything, just go to Sephora and get a sample of it. They would be more than happy to give you one, and that way you don't have to purchase it if you're not sure if you like it or not. So another product that I like is called Sexy Mama. It's by The Balm Cosmetics. It's anti-shine translucent powder. You can get this at Kohl's, or you can get it at on their website, or if you have like cosmetology license or esthetician license, then you can get it at this place called Armstrong McCall. I'm not sure if they have them up north, but here where I live and other various southern states, you can get it, and it's like almost 50% of the cost that you'd pay like online. So I think this is like 20 something dollars, and I got it at Armstrong, and I believe it was like $10. So it's a pretty good deal, but I like it. I like to keep it in my purse. The packaging is cute. The whole brand is cute, but I really like it. Some other good powders are the Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder and the Makeup Forever HD High Definition Powder. I'm not sure how much this is. I think I got it with the like foundation kit or something, but a really good dupe for this is the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Finishing Powder. These are like seriously almost exactly the same, and I think this was like, I want to say $5, but I know for sure less than $10. This one probably wasn't. But the powder is so fine that, like, seriously, you could just take like a kabuki brush like this. Like, this one's actually by Makeup Forever. I got it with that with the Makeup Forever powder. But you could just like seriously dip it in the powder and put it on your face, and it'll really absorb all the oil, but it won't leave you like looking like cakey. And if you have oily skin and you try to remedy it, then you probably know what I'm talking about when I say cakey, because sometimes powders, like, they absorb the oil, but then they just kind of like clump on the face. These powders are so fine that they're not going to clump up, so they're really great. And also the Laura Mercier powder is what I use to bake my face, so I'll put it under my eyes to set my concealer and sharpen up my contour. I really like it. And then last but not least, foundations. I have been using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I wouldn't say it leaves you poreless. Nothing does. So don't get your expectations too high. But for being a drugstore foundation and for being $6 and some cents, it's really good. The coverage is really good. I have a really bad skin right now. Like, I don't think I've ever had a breakout this bad. I don't know what's going on, but it covered just fine. And it doesn't like break up in the middle of the day from being oily. So I would say it's a really good product. Another good foundation is the Makeup Forever HD foundation. I really like this. I'm not currently wearing it right now because this is not my shade and I just haven't bought another one. It's not made specifically for oily skin, but it does hold up well, and it is a very good coverage, so I would recommend it. Again, if you're not sure and you don't want to spend the I think it's 40 something dollars. If you're not sure, just go to Sephora and get a sample. That way you can see if you like it and you don't have to buy it and make the commitment. So you really have nothing to lose. So those are a few of my favorite products for oily skin. I will link everything that I talked about down below. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.